what do you think about sex before marriage? Me, I don't think about sex before marriage because I don't want to have sex before marriage. A mean person will always be a mean person, even if they are crowned with the word husband. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Juma. Welcome back to a Chit Chat Get Ready with me. So we are going to be doing my makeup look while we have a conversation on dating, because I think it's high time we have that conversation. Enjoy! So first of all, don't judge the situation back there because this is not my house. So yeah, and we like to keep things where they are accessible to the owners. Yeah, so we are going to do makeup while we talk about dating. So guys, before you click out of this video and call me a negative person and a person who is miserable and sad, I think you better hear me out first before you jump into those conclusions. So first of all, I'm not a miserable, heartbroken person. I'm just a person who has learned, and I think that you should listen to me and tell me if my idea is wrong or it's right. And then from there, we can do the fight in the comment section, okay? Yeah, so drag all your opinions to the comment section. Yeah, that angle looks good. So, guys, I don't have my primer. We are going to use Arimis instead because we don't have time to go and get the primer. First of all, I don't know what dating is in the society of today, because we were so innocent, like we did not even know these things, and then someone introduced these things to us, and right now we are aware of them and we think that we cannot live without them. So I don't know who put this thing in our mind on dating, but to be very honest, I don't know what dating is in the 21st century. One, because I consider myself an old school person, and I prefer, with old school, I prefer to know what I'm getting myself into before I jump into things. Now, I don't know if I'm wrong, but dating is not necessarily biblical. Like, there's no in the Bible that I think the Bible talks about dating, or like you should date before you marry. And when you look at the examples in the Bible of people who got married, or look at people like Isaac, when you look at people like who else whose marriage is stipulated? Yeah, such people. Like I don't think there's anywhere where there is a recommendation that you need to date, or you need to live with this person first so that you can understand who they are, or you have to like treat them like your wife first and then you understand how they are. So that's where I'm coming from. Like, I'm coming from a point of, what is this dating thing like? Why is it so necessary? Why is everyone so curious, and why are people having so many partners and so many relationships and so many exes? Because me, I don't understand. Like, if you want to settle down, if you've made up your mind, why are we wasting time? So I think one of the reasons why I do not believe in the concept of dating is because I feel like dating is an excuse to enjoy marital privileges while you are still figuring it out. Yeah, mi nafikiria dating is an excuse that people use so that they can enjoy marital privileges as they try to figure out the waters. So someone wants to enjoy hugs and kisses and sex and someone giving them their time and their attention. Like, you want to enjoy privileges that would rather be given to people who are courting or people who are married, and you want to enjoy those privileges, now you don't want to commit, like you're still testing the waters. And maybe I don't think that that's fair. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of the word dating. So me, I'm for the opinion that if you want to enjoy these privileges, you need to chill first and locate the person that you feel like is the person you want to settle down with, for better for worse. Then from there we can talk about the second thing that I want to talk about in the next part of this video. So maybe I feel like dating is an excuse. People of today, you just want to have someone that treats you like a wife, or treats you like a husband, cares for you, is there for you, but you do not want to commit. And that's why people have been dating for 10 years, and you're asking yourself, like, why would people date for 10 years? Like, what are they looking for in the 10 years? And people are there, they're dating for 10 years, dating for 6 years. By the comment down in this in the comment section, comment hapo chini uniambie if I'm making sense, because mimi na feel like people have this perception of shortcuts. Hata Christians, we have this perception of shortcuts, like we can just get away with stuff, and it's like, that person is not compatible for me. Like, why didn't you figure it out as their friend before jumping in the gun and starting to call them boyfriend and girlfriend? So me, that's the first reason. I feel like it's an excuse. The second thing that makes me not believe in this word or this concept of dating is because I feel like if you want to get to know someone, you can get to know them as their friend. I don't think that you need to make me your girlfriend for you to know that I'm a petty person, or for you to know that I'm a mean woman, or for you to know that he's a cheat. Like, I don't think we need to label it and give it a crown on top for us to figure out that this person is who they are. So that brings you to my belief. Mimi, I believe that dating is just a mask that is not necessary. You can get to know someone as their friend. So mimi personally, Masije, I'm big on friendship. So mimi, I think that as someone's friend, you can still be able to discover who they are. Like, as someone's friend, I was telling myself the other day that when I was still in campus, like with most of my friends, I had a perception about them. I had a perception about their commitment. I had a perception about who they are. Like, I had all these perceptions. But saizi, after campus, I'm getting to understand who they really are. Now, Nona, that's a friendship that has taken, like, for some it's like 5 years, for some it's like 4 years. And I'm getting to understand, this person is not who I used to think they were in campus. Or this person was just masking themselves in campus, bad word. Or like, this person was not really under pressure in campus. Saizi, now they're under pressure. This is who they really are. I don't think that it is necessary to put a crown on a friend before you really understand who that friend is. And so for me, I believe that you can get to know someone just by being their friend for a long time. You don't need to unajua, dating siku hizi ni kama kubook. Like, staki udetiwe na mtu mwingine, so na kubook mapema. So I'm not even prepared, I'm not even psychologically ready for marriage, I'm not even close to marriage, but because nataka kukubook, because when I'm handsome, na staki watu wengine wa kudate, na get. So na kubook mapema, wacha tu nikwambie, whatever this thing I'm feeling, hata mimi mwenyewe si understand na feel nini, but whatever I'm feeling, I know it's love, and I'm going to tell you I love you so that we are going to settle. What the hell? Like, this is not it's not me stuck. Like, this is not working. Me sijui, honestly, I don't know, but me na feel kama dating is not it. Like, you can get to know someone as their friend. Maybe that's what I think. That thing that is what I think, and I'm telling you, kwa comments hapo chini wewe niambie kama unaona kama niko jab ama nafikiria tu vitu zangu. Star jam, I'll just take it as positive as I can, but you can get to know someone as their friend, and I don't think that you really need to date so that you can be able to figure people out. You can still figure them out as their friend. Another thing that I think for me is a no when it comes to this whole concept of dating is I feel like most people jump into the facade or like the mirage they have of the word dating, and they forget about being intentional. And that's why you find most people, they propose, they ask you to be their girlfriend, they ask you to be their boyfriend, or they like they accept you to be their boyfriend, rather they ask you to be their girlfriend. But this person has not even thought about the intentionality of it all. There is no plan. Like, I think that when you come to a relationship, and you really, because for me as a Christian, this thing of dating, me, I don't like calling it dating, courtship rather, is for marriage. It's not for testing the waters. For me, testing the waters is at friendship stage. If you want to test the waters, just do it at the friendship stage. It's the safest way to test the waters. Because if, sorry about the lighting, guys, sunlight sunlight can do you wonders. Okay, so like I was saying, I think that testing the waters is for friendship stage. Because right now, if my friend does something wrong to me, if my friend hurts me in any way, I won't like dump them, like, you're my ex-friend, ex. There's a process, and the process is not difficult. I can just be like, you know what, um you and me, we are not, I don't think we have the same values, I don't think we have the same beliefs, so it's okay. But sasa ndio nijikute na, for me to find myself with someone who I don't have the same beliefs and whatever with, it will have to have taken some time for me to figure that out. That's what I'm telling you guys. I'm for the idea of friendship first. I'm not for the idea of jumping into dating and then figuring out if they're the one for you. So like I was saying, people jump into this concept with no intentionality. Like, there is just no single amount of intentionality for this thing called dating. People are just like in for the ride, like, this thing is cool, people are doing it, I'm figuring it out. Ati I'm ready for marriage now, I should just go to the market and see what's out there. Nine. I don't think that that's how it's supposed to be. Like, I'm very totally against that. And the reason is because if you cannot be intentional with me as your friend, so what will make me think that you're going to be intentional with me as your babe or as your boyfriend? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Because right now, the problems that you have with your friends, if they were your boyfriend, it would be the same thing. There is nothing that will just shift in the paradigm because we have a label on it. A mean person will always be a mean person, even if they are crowned with the word husband. An angry person will always be an angry person, even if they're crowned with that husband. The fact that you're giving me the title of being your girlfriend because you want to date me does not mean that suddenly I'm going to stop being mean suddenly. And let me tell you, we've tried this thing. Tell me in the comments below where you have said that because I'm dating this person, I'll change. I'll change. Just because you're dating them. And then after halfway you realize, okay, I can't change. I'm just me. This is me. This is just me. And so people realize when it's too late that this person is actually who they just were. Like, there's nothing that has changed. They've not masked anything. And that's why I'm really for the idea of courtship before marriage. Mimi, I'm not for the idea of this whole, you can go on dates. That's okay. And I can go on a date with a friend. You see now why I'm making things easier. You can go on dates, but we don't necessarily have to say we are dating. Because are you marrying me? What's your plan? What's your vision? Are you planning to marry me soon? If not, why are we calling ourselves in a dating situation? Like, maybe I don't understand. Please, make me understand in the comment section, because hapo kidogo Masije is out. I don't understand. So let me share with you my idea of of this whole dating thing so that you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. First of all, just be my friend. Let's be friends. Let's be intentional friends. If I were a man in the 21st century and I like a girl, and I like her like, not I last, I like her like I see myself spending the rest of my life with this girl. This is what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to let her understand that I like her and I see potential, I see a future, I see, yeah, I see potential. I see you and I forever, forever. Like, guys, don't worry how I do my makeup. I just do it. So I see forever, forever with you. I think that you have the potential of being the mother of my kids. Our values align. You are easy to talk to. I enjoy your company. Of all the people I've met, you're the one that gets me. Like, I would share those things with this person. However, I will tell this person, I don't know you well, like I don't know you that well. And so I need to get to know you and you need to get to know me so that we can discover these other things about ourselves that are not just shallow. You get? So, like, I need to get to know you so that I can understand, your negative side, your positive side, so that I can make judgment. And you can also make judgment if this is the person you want to be with. Ebu sikia hiyo mstari, guys. Like, this is someone with intentionality. Na kwanza, hata nimesahau another part. And the goal is to get married. Hata nishasema, the goal is to get married. So, when someone comes to you with that presentation, chanite presentation, guys, my earring, because that's a presentation and it's a very colorful one at that. So if someone comes to me and says that, I'll be like, oh, so this person first of all has a long-term goal, and the long-term goal is marriage. The second thing that this person is proposing is because they feel the way they feel, they want to know if I feel the same way. And if I do feel the same way, this person wants us to pursue our friendship with more intentionality. So with more hugging, with more sex, with more kissing, so that you can prove to me that you want to marry me. With more intentionality. So what does that mean for me, intentionality? So it means we can go out on dates. What I mean is we can go out and eat together. We can go out and hang out. We can go out with friends, just getting to know each other. We can start having conversations that are deep. By deep conversations, this is to the men out there. Deep conversations, we don't mean you start asking me, what do you think about sex before marriage? What do you think? Like my brother, those are not the deep conversations that I'm talking about. The deep conversations that I'm talking about are conversations that have a purpose. And part of purpose is not discussing the non-negotiables. Ati tuko hapa tuna discuss ati what do you think about sex before marriage? Me, I don't think about sex before marriage because I don't want to have sex before marriage. That's the thing. So stop asking me provocative questions. We can talk about productive conversations. Like we are talking about, for example, kids. Are you a person who sees yourself having kids? Another conversation, what if I don't have kids? Are you going, do you see that as and non-negotiable? What is your relationship with God? Are you a person who is filled with the Holy Spirit? Do you walk under the leadership of the Holy Spirit? You are coming here to tell me, me, I don't believe in the Holy Spirit. I just think, unajua wale wanaume na wasichana wa me, I think, also me a few minutes later, me, I think. We are having intentional conversations. Like, we are talking like people who know where we are going, and where we are going is marriage. What's your relationship with money? Do you feel like you have a good relationship with money? This is also the time to start involving important people in your relationship. Nasikia, so ukisikia the word relationship, don't think I'm talking about he has already asked me to be his girlfriend. We are still friends. But we are intentional. We have a goal. We know where we are going. We are going to get married. Hopefully, if this process that we are having right now of getting to know each other goes on well. So when we continue like that, that's when now we are going to have the deeper conversations. And the deeper conversation is, so far you and I are going on well. Like, so far I like the vibe. I feel like we are really aligning. So now we go to the next step. The next step is courtship. Yeah, sijasema dating, nimesema friendship, courtship. Yeah, so we come from friendship, we go to courtship. So what are we going to do in courtship, by the way? When we go to courtship, this is another big level of intentionality. Like, but in courtship still, there is a room to live if you don't want me. So courtship is not calling people for a ratio and declaring to the universe that I have found my husband, posting everywhere on social media that I have found my wife. No, for me, that's not courtship. Courtship is now taking further bigger steps towards marriage. And further bigger steps could be going for marriage counseling. Yes, when we are still friends. I know someone by now, I shall click out of this video. This woman is not making sense. Hear me out. Just hear me out. So we are still friends, but we have a goal. You see, the problem with this concept of mine is if you are dealing with someone who is immature, if you are dealing with someone who is still having fun, someone who is not ready for this stage, you'll start being like, oh, what are the boundaries? Should I still be seeing other people as I see you? Why are you seeing other people when you already made it clear that it's me you want to marry? You get? You people, if you hear my video, you'll understand I'm wise. I'm not as foolish as I may think. So, what was I saying? We're talking about the next step. So the next step is courtship. So we go for marriage counseling. And for marriage counseling, we are going there with a goal. We want to get married. We are still friends, but we are friends who are intentional that if everything goes well as it is going, we are going to get married. Go for counseling. In counseling, deep things are going to be revealed. Deep things. In marital counseling, hakuna joyriding. Hapo, if you go for marital counseling, there is no joyriding. This is where people take classes that kind of just cement everything, like they make you understand really what you're getting yourself into. And so after doing the marital course, and unajua sasa kwa marital course, this is where if there are things you are not comfortable revealing when you are still having your first and second and third date, this is the part where you start revealing them. Do you have a child outside of wedlock? Did you have sex outside of wedlock? Who are the people you slept with? Who are they? Here kuna counselor. So like, it's a safe space, but it's also a space where reactions and all of those things are kind of like controlled. So, and educated. It's good to have an educated reaction. Uchukui tu glass unavunja. You are educated on how to react wisely. So this is the part where now you kind of like have the conversations that you would rather have not had when you were just together, because maybe they were difficult or maybe you did not know how to say it. Plus, this person is your friend. It would have been easier because when you are dealing with your friend, of course, it's easier. I find it easier telling my friends a lot of shenanigans as opposed to telling someone who is like already my boyfriend. Yeah, so I find it easier to tell someone who's my friend about my past. Like, even most of my friends, by the way, let me tell you, most of my friends, I know a lot about them because we have talked about those things when we are friends, not when they were my boyfriend. It's easy to ask someone when you are friends, like, are you a virgin? Have you slept with multiple people? What's your testimony like? And people will share. But you see, the moment you call someone babe, anaanza kukwambia I'm not ready. I'm not ready to talk about it. And when you see, even when you are friends, like there is a certain, even if this person is not ready to talk about it, there is a way that things will just, they will just come into fusion. And one day this person will just share with you. And even you can be like, you know what, I'll go first. I'll share with you my story or my testimony. And then, you can also share with me yours. So counseling will help. So this is where now you will have like the deep conversations on such issues. Let's put it like that. Then this is also the part where you can have other counseling sessions on other important issues. Like one of the important issues in this case is money. Yeah, guys, pesa, pesa, pesa. Everyone wants to keep their own money to themselves. Everyone wants to have their own sijui financial freedom, and we are married. Hata sielewi by the way what I'm saying, but you get, there are people, and I say this with a lot of sensitivity. Most of us have grown up in homes where money is not such a conversation to have. Parents keep their money separately. Your dad has his own money, your mom has her own money. When you ask for money, you refund from your spouse. Yani kuna vitu tu tumejionea as young people. Sorry. As young people growing up. And so you may have a certain mentality that, my money is my money, his money is our money, such mentalities. But you see, when you go for like financial therapy or financial courses with this person, you are able to kind of like have an idea of what this whole concept of money is about. And when you go to Rome, Rome is now your marriage. You have to do what both of you agree to do, what now you Romans will agree to do. Marriage is no longer about mimi, I do things like this, so ati mimi nafanyanga hivi, kwetu niliambiwa tunafanyanga hivi. It will not be about you and I are now a unit. What are we going to do? So these are the things now you have. And remember, guys, don't forget, you are still friends, but with intentionality. Are you getting it? So after now having such deep conversations, and you have gone for all these counseling and therapy sessions, now you can decide, is this the person I want to spend the rest of my life with? And you'll have to have that conversation now. And you can be like, you know what, this was a challenge. And you can be able to ask these questions. But if you still feel like this is the person you want to spend eternity with, this is now the part where you'll be like, you know what, but you're the one I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Then from there, you guys can, if you want to call it now dating, or you call each other boyfriend, you can now do that for a short while before he puts the ring on it. Maybe that's just my take. So it just be my boyfriend for like, sijui say 3 months. Hata why are you becoming my boyfriend? See, you just engage me. Like now, engagement. Me na feel sasa hapa nipate engagement. This is where now you are engaged and you become a fiance. And so you become a fiance. And then now you guys can prepare for, is it called Roratio or whatever you guys want to do first. You prepare for all that. Then now you can get married. I know, nimeifanya ikae too simple, sindio? Because by the end of the day, the goal is to get married. It's not to... The goal is not to waste time, in my opinion. I know. The goal is not to just sit down and you are uncertain. Huyu ananipenda ama anipendi. Are we, what are we? Who are we? Where are we? And then unauliza, mtu anakwambia tena, I'm not ready for marriage. Now already they asked you to be their girlfriend. Now you're wondering, Brother John, Sister Mary, when you were asking me to be your girlfriend, what was the plan? And now you see, having to be friends saves you on this unnecessary fights and questions. Because were you booking me? Ulikuwa unani book? Unaget? Ulikuwa unani book so that mtu mwingine akitaka kunidate anakosa hiyo chance kwa sasa umenibook, umenimark. But in the real sense, wewe hautaki hata kuoa, you are not even ready. You don't even want to marry someone from where I come from. You don't even want to marry someone from my tribe. You don't even want to marry someone from my race. We are highlighting. You don't even want to marry someone from my race, but you just decided, out of maybe lust, ama pressure, ama out of booking, you just wanted, no, let me just, nimwambie tu nitoke, so that mtu mwingine asimwambie. Because mimi, that's what I think doing that makes one sound, and I don't think that that is right. So tumalize makeup. Yeah, so tumemaliza makeup. By the way, I can't even see my camera, by the way. So kama nakaa vitu zangu, hebu tuone. Kama nakaa vitu zangu ni nyinyi tu mnaweza tell, because mimi najiona tu kwa kioo. That's all I have. Yeah, so let's get done with this makeup, guys. Let's get done. So guys, that is the end of the makeup look. I think it turned out okay. That's just my simple everyday makeup look when I'm just chilling and I don't want to do anything complex. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, to comment, to subscribe. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about dating, if you think that it is wise to be in a relationship called dating, or you can just do it friendship, courtship, and marriage. You can also share down there what you have discovered, or what you agree with, or what you disagree with. I would love to hear your opinion. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.